Hey, sustainable parents, I want to talk about lying. Yes, let's talk about a couple key things here. So, one thing that I do recommend that I totally agree with what Jenna was suggesting is to try to give them the benefit of the doubt if it's sort of a white lie, like, did you brush your teeth? And you can tell they didn't. And saying something like, maybe you wished you had it done, looks like we still need to do it. So go ahead and take a moment to head on back and brush those. Or you could use the standard that may be, like, I washed my hands, like, they're fine. It's like, well, that may be, and I'd love for you to wash them again. So that can be one way to approach those little kind of small moments. If there are bigger moments, I was just talking about this with another family in the program this week, like that clearly the child went into big sister's bedroom and took a piece of her little toy jewelry and then made up this whole big story about how a kid at school had given it to him. In that case, I think that it is really important to make sure we're being really clear about choices. Remember, this brings us back to the when you make happy choices, it leads to happy results, and sad choices lead to sad results. And so explaining to the child, that really was not okay. So first piece I want to say is that testing out lying to get their way or to kind of get away with something is so normal. If your kid does it, it doesn't mean they're a psychopath. It doesn't mean you are failing to teach them any sort of ethical, moral skills. It just means, you know what, I thought I'd see if that would work. And so I would give that sort of to your child, like, lots of kids your age kind of test out if that's a way that they can get something to happen. And so it's totally normal that you thought you'd try that out. And in our family, that is not something we do. So what I would say is a really natural and helpful consequence is to have them pay back the energy to right the wrong that happened. So in the case of stealing something from sister, I would recommend some way that they can pay back the energy to sister. Maybe it's washing her side of the sink in a shared bathroom, or her sink in the bathroom they share, or helping to take her day of doing the dishwasher unloading, or help put away her laundry one day, or some way that it can pay back that energy that was taken by breaking trust. Same, they could pay back that energy to you. They could write a letter. The emphasis is on what can we do to repair what was broken instead of just leaving them with shame. We don't want it to just be like a giant lecture about how that's so not okay and you're going to go to jail if you're an adult like that and nobody's going to want to be your friend. Some of that, it's okay to include. I think it's more meaningful moving forward to end on the note of, so it's so important when we have made a mistake to right that wrong. Let's see what we can do to repair it with the person, with the situation, so that they can end on a positive note of feeling like they can correct that thing that they tried. And then you can just be really clear. Let's be clear of the two roads. When you want something and you take an approach of asking your sister, that's going to lead to you maybe being able to have it, maybe not, but at least you just get to move on with your day. And if you choose to just sneak in and take things, that's going to take a lot of time out of your day to pay back the energy it takes. So that's explaining the two roads to them. And when you're processing that conversation about what they might want to do differently next time that will lead to better results, I like this template of what, how, do. What were you wanting? What did you do to get it? How'd that work out for you? And what might you want to do differently next time? Talk soon, guys. Let me know what most stands out to you from this advice on lying.